Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of September 2023, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Now let's see, Saggy, what is going on for you? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Three of Pentacles. So you're showing me a partnership here, and it could be just about anything. There is love here for sure, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be anything. Starting off the reading, you get the Three of Cups crossed by the Queen of Cups. Yeah, lots of love right now flowing through this partnership, which again, doesn't have to make it a romantic situation for you. Could be just a friendship that's doing good right now, or even a work situation, partnership of some sort. In your focus here, the Knight of Pentacles, you're showing me a pretty grounded energy, you know, kind of one day at a time kind of a thing, especially tied up to this this partnership here, where you're not rushing anything, you're not, you know, you're just kind of going with the flow, sometimes even slower than the flow, but it's okay, it feels good, you know. So it's like, okay, we'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. In the recent past, the Two of Pentacles, a little bit in a pickle there, in a situation of, I'm not sure, I don't know, you know, possibly still in regards to this situation you're dealing with. In your strength, there's the Ten of Swords. Interesting. There's a little part of you that says, this is not going to last, or this is going to fail, or this is not going to work out for the long term, you know, things like that. It's a very tiny part, but it's there, you know, and that comes from maybe a limiting belief, you know, tied up to failure, to things like that. So I don't know. In the immediate future, the Six of Cups, soul connection, is showing up here quite strong as a possible label for this. Supporting this reading, the Eight of Swords. There's a little bit of stressing about things. There's a little bit of overthinking, questioning things, doubting things possibly. I don't know. The energy surrounding you at this time that you may not be aware of, the Judgment card. I mean, there could be some choices that need to be made. Maybe, potentially. In your hopes and fears, the Two of Swords, there's a little more than just questioning things or doubting things. There's like questioning things and doubting things all the time, kind of an energy, if this shows up here as well. So whatever is going on here, even though the energy within this commitment is quite flowy, you know, it's flowing along, it's doing fine, somebody's interfering with it in terms of somebody's ideas or thoughts or stories about what's going on, you know, where it's not necessarily allowing for the flow to flow. In the potential outcome, the Fool. I mean, this is that kind of an energy of, to hell, I'm going in, you know, I don't care what happens. So just kind of not thinking about consequences, not thinking about much, just kind of diving into something here. So let's clarify. Let me clarify the Three of Pentacles. The Strength card, the Knight of Swords, the Temperance card. I mean, you're showing me a good, positive energy tied up to this partnership. You know, your intention is definitely moving towards this partnership. It's a good intention. I don't know, you're showing me good things. Let's do the Three of Cups. The Three of Wands, the Justice card, the Page of Swords. Maybe it fell out at some point, because it almost feels like a comeback, you know? Because it feels like a fresh energy attached to this, but it feels like this situation has been here for a while. But it almost feels like it's just starting. or maybe it's because it's starting with a fresh energy attached to it. I do see a long amount of time for waiting for things to come back into this sense of balance here for the situation. So maybe I don't know, maybe it's something that you've dealt with in the past and things kind of went south at some point and the both of you left it there and now things want to go back up north. Who knows? Kind of looks a little bit like that. Or if not, the energy that comes through in this situation is definitely new, fresh. So it could be that it's your reaction to a new energy, which is good, but it's definitely coming from a place of let's not rush it. Let's take it easy. Let's do the Queen of Cups. The Emperor, the King of Cups, the Three of Cups. That's beautiful energy. And it's not only you. I see, interestingly enough, in this reading, I kind of get that whoever I'm talking about here is the same as if I was talking to the other person, because the energies are pretty much the same, almost identical in the way that I'm getting it for now. I'll let you know if things start to kind of look a little different individually, but where you're at with this, that's where they're at with this. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. The response is very, yeah, I'm there with this. Let's go. Let's do. So I don't know. Let's do the Knight of Pentacles in your focus, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful energy. You guys are giving me a sense of, and Aries did kind of the same thing. So fire signs, I don't know what's up with you guys for now, but you're looking like you're dealing with, simple stuff, whatever, flu. This is deep shit right here, It's deep. Yeah, deep. It's very balanced emotionally, everything that shows up here. Well, in Aries' case, it was a different kind of story, but the both of you, what I meant when I said you fire signs, it's the both of you so far. I didn't do Leo yet, but we'll see. Well, I'll get to Leo. You're keeping it almost at the surface there, kind of giving me whatever energies, And then when the cards go in a little deeper, I'm like, oh shit, this is actually deeper than what they're showing me, So you're trying to trick me, which is not nice. I'm a fire sign too, okay? We're in this together. Okay. So yeah, really nice energies here. Let's do the Ten of Swords in your strength. Seven of Swords, the Sun, the Five of Cups. You do recognize that there's a fear there, a fear of failure. As this progresses and it progresses into quite nice energies, yeah, your fears are going to start to show up. So you kind of see them, you catch them as they come along, these fears of yours, which is freaking amazing because it allows you at least the possibility to start working on them or to start, from recognizing into let's heal you, really nice. I'm not saying it's easy to heal them because I see you here, going one place where you feel like, oh my God, I overcame my fear, into the next day being like falling into old patterns and doing things in the same exact way like you used to, ran by that fear. But it's not easy, but at least you're seeing it. And that's a really good step into healing it. Let's do the Six of Cups in the immediate future, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Devil. You want to keep your own sense of independence when it comes to this one. With this energy right here, I would agree with you. I would be like, hey, yeah, do that. Great. Don't rely fully on this. Rely on yourself 100%. And then part of you is definitely in this, but don't put all of yourself in this where your identity is only formed through this connection. No, keep your sense of independence. Now, I would definitely want to advise you to clarify that for yourself, that sense of independence, right? Because over here, how you're showing it to me looks like selfishness. And that's not it. That's not, Let me be my own person, and then I'm part of this dynamic, and it's great. I don't have to rely 100% on this, because I rely on me because I'm my own person. But taking it in the direction of, I don't give a shit about this connection, because look at me. I can do this. I'm great. Who the fuck gives a shit? A little bit different, a little bit different of an energy there. So you're kind of showing it to me from that perspective of not giving a shit. And that's not keeping your sense of independence. That's keeping your sense of selfishness. Yeah, not of independence. Very different things. And a lot of the times it can be mistaken and confused one with the other. The selfishness part definitely carries a sense of unhealthy to it. It's going to feel like something about it doesn't feel right, So, I don't know. Let's do the Eight of Swords, just for future references for you here. Eight of Swords for the supportive energies, the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords. You're stepping more and more into your power here, definitely. And there's that sense of security within yourself and emotional security that is starting to slowly but surely run the show, which is telling me that you're starting to be guided by the energies that are available rather than you wanting to guide the energies that are available. Because that's what the Eight of Swords did. And you've been doing that for a while. Let me run the show. Whereas the energies that are available for this would have been like, okay, you run the show. But we can't guarantee that we'll come with you. We'll still follow our route. And you're like, well, no, I'm going to need to modify you and change your direction and all of that. And all that does is stresses you out because the energies are not going to change. So instead, what you're doing is flipping the page and being like, let's observe the energies. What's going on here? What's the flow for this? Oh, that's it? I don't like it much. But you know what? Let's go with it. Maybe the energies know better. Who knows? Let's give it a shot. So you're definitely flipping a little bit into going more with the flow rather than try to control the flow, which is causing less stress by the looks of it. Let's do the Judgment card. In the hidden energies, the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant, the Four of Wands. Yeah, again, giving me a sense of this is more important than what you're showing me. And probably what you're telling yourself about it. I don't know. Maybe you know the truth. Maybe you don't know. I feel it very deeply within me, but I'm not going to state that every minute of every day of my life so that, people understand that it's actually very meaningful to me. You're really showing me something quite meaningful in terms of whatever this commitment is to you. This situation right here as a connection, it's going through a transformation. And it's not an easy one. Right now, it's looking like it's heading into a direction that feels a little lighter, feels a little better, feels a little more healing than before. But it may have gone through all sorts of turbulence along the way here where maybe at times it looked like shit. And it looked like I'm giving this up. There's no point in me doing this, So, but right now it's looking, the way I get the energy for right now is very light, very nice, very floaty. I like. Let's do the Two of Swords and your hopes and fears. The Hangman, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you may have the tendency to want to go back to this, let's control the energies rather than going with the flow. There is that tendency. There is that fear on your side that you'll get back to that. You do know how to handle that though. You're also showing me the tools that you can use to handle that when that energy is going to want to come back. And one of the main tools here that you're showing me is, just standing still as your mind is going to try to, let's go, let's control. Just stand still and connect to your heart. That's going to bring you in the present. And being there, you're not going to want to control anything. Where are you going to take it? Being in the present doesn't have a future, so you can't take the energies in the future. Your mind is going to create that future for you. It's going to be, what if it goes that way or that way or that? The heart is just here. It doesn't have that way or that way or that way. It's here. That's it. No need for a future. Because in the future, the heart is still going to be there. When it gets to the future, the heart is here. So it doesn't have a future, it doesn't have a past, it's here. So no need to control anything from there. What are you going to control? Nothing. Can't control the now is now. It's not later, it's not earlier, it's now. I know it's a pickle when you get into that rabbit hole of the now. It's kind of funny, but it's every way you turn, every way you twist it, it's going to bring you to the now. Let's do the Fool. In the potential outcome, the Ten of Swords, the Magician, the Seven of Wands. I see you losing a little bit of hope here. Not a lot. Not completely, but a little. Losing it in your own senses of manifesting, because I see you wanting to manifest something, and then you doubt it. You doubt yourself in that department. You're like, probably not going to happen, you know. From a higher self perspective, from a soul perspective, you're clean there. You can manifest all you want from there. What's interfering here is the human side of you, you know, the mind. That's going to tell you, nope, don't go there, don't do that, it's not going to happen, you know. So the mind keeps on trying to fuck with you here. But yeah, as long as you're not allowing your mind to interfere in whatever you got going on here, just like the situation with controlling the energies rather than going with the flow, same with manifestation, you know, it's the same deal applies. If your mind interferes, you're gonna fuck up your own manifestation, yeah. If not, coast is clear. Let's see what the universe has. King of Swords, King of Wands, the Hierophant. The more, ironically enough, the more you're in the now, in your heart that brings you into the now, the more clarity you gain here. So being here clears up the clutter in here where it leaves it all clear. So that's when balance starts happening between the mind and the heart. When over here, there's a lot of clutter and it's like all over the place, all over the map with all sorts of assumptions, doubts, fears, insecurities, limiting belief, all sorts of things in there. It's not even going to allow you to connect to here, you know? That's why it doesn't want to allow you to connect to here, because here is going to clear up here. So the clutter here is going to be like, no, you stay here with us. We'll make it cozy for you, pretty. You're not going to feel good at times, but fuck it. You're not going to feel anyway because you're not connected to how you're feeling anyway. So fuck it. Just stay here with us. Your insecurities and fears and all of that. So you're getting more clarity, which in turn tells me you're connecting more and more with your heart, with the now. Not with later, not with earlier. Let's see what the Star Codes Astro has for you as some final words. 7th house, relationship. Ooh, ouch, 45. Okay. Come on. There we go. All right. Nurture your relationships rather than test them. Consider each partnership to be a tree you plant. That seed may have been planted in the 5th house with an idea or a twinkle in the eye. Now you have a sapling with potential. Don't construct a tree house on that sapling. I don't know what that is. It can't yet bear the weight. Instead of crushing it with expectations, nurture and protect it. In any relationship, there are 3 involved: you, your partner, and that tree, the relationship itself. All have needs that must be honored equally. Make compromise for the sake of the relationship, not necessarily for the other person. Nurture that sapling. Keep it safe from predators and nourish its roots until it becomes a tree strong enough to lean on. Clarify your expectations with curiosity and flexibility. If you are offered a business partnership, read the fine print. Unpack your baggage, the cultural assumptions and family patterns that inform your concept of partnership. Move past who is right and who is wrong and develop a fresh understanding. Partnership for work or love may look easier if you come from the same background, but the more diversity you bring to the table, the more resilient the relationship can be. Agree to contribute equally and celebrate your differences. The challenge. When you are working in tandem in love or business, it can be tempting to either give your power away to your partner or take over theirs. An unbalanced relationship can become unattainable. Gift. Fertilize the ground of your partnership. Feed your partner with romantic moments and fair and honorable arrangements. When you are fascinated by the spirit of another, they can become fascinated with you. Okay. That's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.